In today's video, I'm sharing 5 reasons why intermittent fasting is like the 10-item capsule wardrobe. Hi everyone, Jennifer here, and welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. In today's video, we are revisiting the topic of intermittent fasting. I discussed this on my channel a few weeks ago, and there was so much interest in this video. I will leave that video in the iCard up above, as well as linked down below. Today I'm going to put a correlation between why intermittent fasting is like the 10-item capsule wardrobe. I know it's a strange correlation, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of similarities. If you enjoy this topic and are interested in seeing more, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications, because on Thursday, I'm going to be answering all of your frequently asked questions about my intermittent fasting schedule. I have been doing intermittent fasting for the past 8 months now, almost 9 months, and during that time I have lost over 20 pounds and I've seen a lot of other health benefits as well, including increased energy and stamina. I just feel really good. I do encourage you, however, to not take my word for it, but to ask your doctor if intermittent fasting would be right for you and if it would be okay for you. So please do your research. Don't just look at my video. Read books on the subject. I will leave some really popular books down below. But of course, again, please ask your doctor if it would be okay for you. But for now, let's jump into today's topic on why intermittent fasting is similar to the 10-item capsule wardrobe. Similarity number 1 is the concept of quality over quantity. This is almost an overused phrase. You hear it all the time, but there's a reason why. It's because it is a crucially important phrase, not only with relation to your wardrobe, but also to the food that you eat as well. Now, in the 10-item capsule wardrobe, over the years, as you do it fully, you realize the importance of quality versus quantity. When there becomes an opening in your wardrobe and you're able to add to it, you're not just going to go out and buy anything. You are really going to think about it. You're going to research the right brand, think about the right look for you, something that correlates with your true style and goes well with everything else in your wardrobe. Well, the same can be said for intermittent fasting. Because you are not just eating all day long whenever you want without any parameters, which usually involves a lot of snacking, you are more focused on the meals that you're going to eat, and therefore you actually choose more quality meals. This has been my experience. Now, there are seasons to all of this. So I'm not saying you're not going to be on a tight budget one year and you're going to buy something you wouldn't normally buy if you were looking for a really high quality item. I've been there, and you know what? That season is totally necessary sometimes. It's the same thing with intermittent fasting. Sometimes you just want to have that burger from the drive-thru. And that's okay. It's okay to allow yourself to do these things. And it doesn't always have to be grass-fed, organic, this and that. Of course, that's the goal, but sometimes you just want what you want, right? And the same thing happens with the 10-item capsule wardrobe. You're not always researching the best brands and getting the perfect thing. Sometimes you do buy that article of clothing that is a lot less expensive because that's what fits in your budget. You just have to go with the flow with both of these things. Similarity number 2 on why intermittent fasting is similar to the 10-item capsule wardrobe, you become more aware of your behaviors and activities. With the 10-item capsule wardrobe, you become very aware of your shopping habits. Specifically, your bad habits, what you tend to go for if you are just constantly window shopping, or if you always fall for a good sale, even when you don't necessarily need something. If you don't do the 10-item wardrobe and you don't give yourself those parameters and boundaries, you might just be constantly shopping, perpetually in search of your true style. Well, with intermittent fasting, you actually become very aware of your eating habits, particularly your bad eating habits. Now, this was brought to my own attention because I noticed how I did like to snack later in the evening. If you have read Lessons from Madame Chic, you know that chapter 1 is called Snacking is So Not Chic. And by that, I mean mindless snacking. Just snacking because you're bored or maybe you feel a slight twinge of hunger. So you just kind of mindlessly snack on something, usually a lower quality food item. Now I do the 16-8 method of intermittent fasting, which means 16 hours of fasting, and then I have an 8-hour eating window. So when I finish eating dinner, usually at around 5 p.m. or 5:30, the kitchen is then closed for me. I do not go into the kitchen. I do not snack anymore. And I thought to myself when I started intermittent fasting, oh, this will be totally easy. I don't snack anyway. You know, I'm the author of Lessons from Madame Chic, and I don't really snack that much. But that wasn't strictly true, because I would always go into the kitchen later on in the evening because I stay up rather late to work, and I would snack. I would have a bowl of cereal, or I would have something. Usually it's not something high quality, right? So I did snack, and I became hyper aware of that. I also became aware of the fact that I had previously been eating breakfast when I was not even hungry, forcing myself to eat something before the children got up so that I would be fueled and ready for the day. But I didn't feel like eating in the morning, and I was ignoring those cues from my body. So when you do intermittent fasting, all of this is going to come up, and you can start to question your eating habits and your behaviors and your bad habits. I don't want to get too far ahead to tip number 5 because I'm going to discuss this then, but you also become hyper aware of what you eat during your eating window. You don't necessarily want to eat something that isn't up to par. This goes directly in hand with the last tip, quality over quantity. So I think that the rules in the 10-item wardrobe and the rules and parameters in intermittent fasting actually liberate you, because they open your eyes to the bad habits that you have in these areas, and they allow you to correct them. But if you don't have any guidelines for yourself, if you just eat whenever you want to, even if you're not even that hungry, there's no structure, there's no routine or ritual, you're not allowing yourself to see where you can actually make improvement in your diet. Similarity number 3 is that intermittent fasting provides a structure for your day. How is this similar to the 10-item wardrobe? Well, the 10-item wardrobe provides structure to your year. You look at your wardrobe now in a seasonal way. You prepare for winter, spring, summer, and autumn. You become conscious about the clothing choices that you make. You pack away your out-of-season clothes. You put out your in-season clothes. You take notes on when you need to update your wardrobe, etc. So this really provides structure to your year. 10-item wardrobe can also provide structure to your day because it allows you to easily choose what to wear every day and look presentable. Now let's move this back to intermittent fasting. I like how it provides a frame for my day. I have mentioned this before, but I am the type of person who likes rules. I am a rule follower, and if you give me a rule, like in intermittent fasting, I'll probably follow it because it's quite easy. So for me, after dinner is finished, the kitchen's closed. It's not an issue. It's not maybe slightly open. Maybe I could go have a bowl of cereal at 10 p.m. if I want to. No, the kitchen's closed for me, and I like that rule. That actually provides a structure to my day. It provides closure after a meal for me. I then know that my 16-hour fasting window has begun. After that is finished, I then know that I have an 8-hour eating window, and I can plan my meals accordingly in that eating window. So the 10-item wardrobe provides a structure for the year, and intermittent fasting provides a structure for your day. Similarity number 4 is that intermittent fasting corrects your appetite. And funny enough, your appetite for shopping is corrected with the 10-item capsule wardrobe. Let's start off with the wardrobe talk. I used to be addicted to shopping. I was constantly shopping, just either in person, window shopping, online. I thought about it all the time. I can't believe I'm saying this because it is so far from where I am now, but I definitely was there. In my teens and early to mid-20s, I was addicted to shopping. I just loved it, couldn't get enough of it. Now, I almost don't even want to go shopping. So as I'm sitting here right now, I have a few holes to fill in my 10-item capsule wardrobe for winter because I'm packing away some of the fall items. I'll do a video on this, don't worry. So I have, I think, 3 items that I could purchase for a winter 10-item capsule wardrobe. But it's so funny, things have changed so much. In the past, I would have been so excited to go shopping, but right now I haven't even gotten to it yet. And I should have already retired those fall pieces just because I'm not that interested in shopping anymore. It doesn't rule my life. The 10-item wardrobe corrected my appetite for shopping in a good way. Now, intermittent fasting can correct your appetite in a good way as well. For me personally, the more I snacked, the more I wanted to eat all the time, and the more I felt I had to eat, even if I wasn't necessarily hungry. But with intermittent fasting, I have corrected that. My appetite has corrected itself. And now I crave the meals that I have in my eating window. I would like them to be high quality meals. I sit down, I thoroughly enjoy them. Some people asked if I get seconds, and I'll answer that for sure in Thursday's video. But to let you know, no, I usually have smaller portions and I'm happy with it. I feel satiated, and it has truly corrected my appetite. So I would love for any of you who do intermittent fasting to let us know in the comment section down below if your appetite was corrected in this way. I'm very happy with a high quality meal that is a healthy portion, and I don't feel like I need to go back and just eat more and more. So that's one of the benefits that I've noticed from intermittent fasting. Similarity number 5 is that intermittent fasting moves you toward the type of foods you want to eat. The correlation here is that the 10-item wardrobe moves you closer to your true style. So we all have an idea of the type of food we want to eat. We want to eat healthful food. I'm sure all of us do. Nobody out there wants to not eat healthy. This is a goal that we all have. So we want to eat healthful food. Maybe you'd like to incorporate more fruits and vegetables or protein. You want high quality food. This goes hand in hand with the previous tip about correcting your appetite. Now, as I continue on with intermittent fasting, I find that my body craves really healthful foods. I'm not saying that I eat that way all the time. You've seen my meals of the week. I'll have things in there like Subway sandwiches that I make at home, and things that aren't necessarily healthy or thought of as healthy. I noticed that my body craves really healthful foods. Like today, when I broke my fast, I just really asked myself, what do I really feel like having? Even if it's weird, what do I feel like having? This is at 9:30 this morning. And I'll tell you what I had today, and this is very strange, but it was so satisfying to me. But I had 2 soft-boiled eggs on cauliflower rice with a pat of butter, and I had that over seaweed. I know this sounds really weird, but that's what I had, and it was delicious. That's what I wanted. I wanted something very savory and umami, and I had that and was very satisfied by it. I find that the more I do intermittent fasting, the more I crave really healthful food choices, and I'm not craving the junk as much as I used to. So with intermittent fasting, you really hone in on the type of food you want to eat, and with the 10-item wardrobe, you really hone in on your true style or the type of clothes that you want to wear. We all have this ideal in our head. We think, this is how I would like to eat, or this is how I would like to dress. But for whatever reason, we don't do it. We create excuses or we hold ourselves back from doing that. I know so many women who say, oh, I would love to dress like this, but I feel overwhelmed, so I just wear my exercise clothes every day. I get so many of those emails. But the more you do the 10-item wardrobe and you truly dress presentably every day in your true style, the more it just becomes second nature. So when you start craving those healthful meals with intermittent fasting, you just begin to look forward to them too. I also find that I'm more sensitive with intermittent fasting. So if I eat food that isn't that healthy, I really feel it. I'm shooting this actually the day after Thanksgiving. And yesterday for Thanksgiving, of course, we had Thanksgiving dinner, which is a huge feast. I also had, lots of dessert and chocolate and cakes and fruitcake and all sorts of things as well. And I was kind of feeling it more than I normally would. Now, I am going to address this more in Thursday's video, but I do still have dessert and I do crave dessert, but I will have a nice small portion of dessert that will totally satisfy my sweet tooth for the day. And I don't really feel like I'm binging on desserts or anything like that. My main point behind this video is to show you that the structure, the rules, the parameters of both the 10-item capsule wardrobe and intermittent fasting, they actually liberate you and allow you to choose Quality over quantity helps you move more toward the life that you would like for yourself with regard to both eating and personal style. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure you stay tuned for Thursday's video. I'm going to be answering your questions, the frequently asked questions I received in my last intermittent fasting video. Thanks for joining me today on The Daily Connoisseur, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.